guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the second time that I'm recording this video. It's okay though. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I have been doing Vlogmas. If you've been watching, there's only a few of you who are actually watching. But if you are watching Vlogmas, thank you so much for supporting and watching my videos. It's more of a practice for me to get consistent because, like I said before, many times I enjoy making videos on YouTube. So I'm gonna continue to do that. So don't forget to check those out if you haven't already. Just catching up with myself and my family and the things we've been doing since the start of the month. Now, this video is specifically about my hair and my natural hair journey. I have no intentions of changing the direction that I'm going in. So I'm gonna start off with saying if you're new to my channel, my name is With Love Lisa. My name is Lisa, and I have been making videos on YouTube now for a while, mainly about my relaxed hair. I have always been relaxed and actually don't have any memories of ever having natural hair as a kid or anything like that. So I've always been relaxed. Recently, I want to say 2009, 2010-ish, I had kind of learned a cadence with my hair. Maybe even earlier than that, around 2008-ish, I kind of like learned how to deal with my hair, and it just got better and better and better over the years. So I decided to start a YouTube channel to share the different things that I learned about how to take care of my relaxed hair. So having never been natural a day in my life that I can recall, I decided to take that leap after having my son, and my hair was just not doing what it normally did. I don't know if it was the pregnancy. I don't know if it was products that I was using. I just have certain things that have been described to me from stylists who do hair, my aunt being one of them, and just kind of like giving me different tips about different things that could have caused it. And so I ended up cutting my hair, I want to say back in, well, I'll just put it on the screen. I'll show you guys a little bit of footage from that. But I ended up getting my hair cut multiple times. But eventually I decided to just go ahead and big chop. If you're relaxed and if you have ever transitioned, you know that your hair starts to tangle like incredibly. It tangles so much to where like you're like frustrated. I don't know how many times I wanted to cut my hair before I big chopped. I went to the salon to get my hair cut for the last time, and the stylist, she was like, listen, I wouldn't even be surprised if the next time I saw you, you had already cut it off, because it's only going to continue to do this. It's going to continue to get matted up and lock up and just become this mess that you have to try and detangle in order to style your hair. So I was like, oh, okay, well, hopefully not. You know, I had to cut it like a bob. So I was like, hopefully not. Hopefully I can just grow it out from here and it'll be, you know, easy peasy. So, yeah, it wasn't. So I ended up big chopping. And I just want to say that the experience for someone like myself who has never really, you know, had to or ever enjoyed the process of being natural, it was great. It was amazing. Like it was a different type of feeling, and not something I can like easily sum up. It was interesting and great in discovering a new part about myself. Just being able to see a part of me that has always been there. Just kind of like, I just keep changing it so much to where I never knew. So I did list out some things to share with you guys. First things first is, so I put my last relaxer in my hair, I want to say November 2020. I cut my hair October 2021. I big chopped. So I cut multiple times in between, and I big chopped October 2021. And so for the last couple months, I've been trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my hair. So I'm just going to go through the list. The first thing that I noticed was a bit of a struggle and a challenge for me was the length of my hair. So technically I let my hair grow out for about a year before I went completely natural. And so my hair is still pretty short. I'll show you some pictures of it here. It's still pretty short. And so I can't just like very simply and easily pull it back in a ponytail. I cannot just go out of the house like, you know, whatever, because that's just not how I want to wear my hair. So I did attempt my first wash and go. I think I shared that video on here, and I absolutely love it. I want to make that clear. I love my texture. I love the experience of learning all of this about my hair. Yeah, so overall, I am loving the experience. However, to go from my hair being not just the shorter lengths that it was right before I big chopped, but my hair was really long, you guys. I'll show you a couple of pictures here. It was really long, and so to go from that to like really short hair, not just short, but a totally different texture, it has been, it was, you know, it's a lot to digest when you look at yourself. So the length of my hair gave me a lot of pause in how to style it. I had no idea what to do with it. And you know, with longer hair, you really don't have to style your hair much. Like you could either just let it out or just pull it back in a ponytail or put it in a top knot or whatever, and no one will look at you twice. But when your hair is short and it's not styled in a certain way, it is, I feel like, a little bit more apparent, a little bit more obvious. And I don't know, it just, that was one of the things that bothered me about the length of my hair. Another thing I wanted to mention, I took some notes, you guys, so because I want to make sure I went over everything. The texture. I love the texture of my hair. I love my curl pattern. I don't know what it is. I just know that I enjoy it. I love it. It's not loose. It's not super duper tight. It's just right for me, and I absolutely love that. Another thing I wanted to mention, and this is probably the biggest thing I wanted to mention, and that's because in looking up videos about this and in watching other people's experience with transitioning, one of the things that I never hear anyone speak about is your comfort level. So I have always been relaxed, and so when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm used to seeing my hair straight, and never really short and straight. Like it was shorter, but it just, you know, certain lengths, but mainly straight. That's how I was used to seeing myself. So my expectation of seeing myself in the mirror, it had to change because I didn't look like that anymore. So looking in the mirror after cutting my hair and big chopping, I was like, wow. Like I felt so beautiful, and I felt so authentic, so genuine, so real. Like I just felt like, oh God, okay, so this is who you are. This is Lisa. That's Lisa right there, you know? And as much as I loved that feeling, I also saw someone else. Like I saw something different than what I was used to seeing. And so not only did I have that experience for me, the expectation that people around me have and how they've always seen me, that became a part of something I had to kind of get used to. I didn't look the way that people expected me to look. And not that you should ever adjust who you are for anyone else, but it's just a part of the package. It's a part of this process. You will get different responses from different people, and all of that comes into play when you think about how you feel about yourself mentally, and just overall, you're kind of like, oh, you know, this is different for you. This is different for you. Okay, it's different for me too, but we gonna do this, you know? So it is definitely different. So it's very important to, when you make this choice, to understand that it's a lot, because we do a lot to portray who we are through our exterior, from what we wear to how we do our makeup to how we wear our hair. We are displaying a certain part of ourselves that we want to. With my natural hair, I want to share it. I want to show it. But I'm still in a place of like, am I comfortable displaying this part of myself yet? I don't even know what to do with it. I recently did a video showing my, doing my first wash and go. And that was quite the experience. So I did the wash and go, and it was a challenge. It took me a very long time to get it all done, and I loved how it looked. And it wasn't perfect. I loved how it looked. I loved how I looked. And then I want to say about an hour or 2 hours or so after I was done with my hair got so frizzy. It got so frizzy, and I know that this is more of a product issue than a hair issue, but because I'm so new to it, it was kind of like, wait, what? I did my hair. Okay, I did it. It was a little bit more defined, a little bit more shiny. What happened, you know? So there are the good days and the bad days, just like I would have with my relaxed hair. I'm definitely having those with my natural hair. So that's something to kind of prepare yourself for. You're going to try to, you're going to have a lot of up and down. I guess I'm not really saying that for other people. I'm more so just like, this was my experience. If I had to describe this experience in one word, I would say that it has been enlightening. It has been an experience for me. And I am enjoying it. Lots of E words. But I am enjoying this process and this new part of myself that I get to learn and I get to experience. So overall, that's how I feel. But it doesn't take away from the challenges in the journey. And that's the part of it that I just kind of wanted to share, because when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see who it is that I am used to seeing. And it's not a bad thing. It is just a different thing. And that can be a little bit of a challenge in itself if you've been seeing yourself one way. And so you also have to deal with like everyone else around you. So overall, your comfort, you have to find out what works for your comfort. So that leads me to these braids. I had to find a style. I had to quickly figure out something to do with my hair that allowed me to, one, leave my natural hair alone, and two, give myself time. I actually told myself that I was going to keep my hair braided up and put away until I could at least pull it back in a ponytail, because the convenience of being able to pull your hair back in a ponytail is amazing. Oh, as far as products are concerned, I'm not really in a flow of like products yet. I don't know what works and what doesn't. I'm still exploring. I do have tons of Olaplex stuff that I'm going to be using more regularly, but like I said, my hair has been braided up, so I haven't even really done anything to it. I wanted to mention too that if I had to choose to do this, if my hair was completely healthy and long, I didn't do it. I didn't cut it at that point. I was still waiting for the right moment. So I was kind of forced into this position. However, I do wish I would have started a long time ago. Like, I wish I would have been natural years ago, because I would be milestones ahead of where I am now. And I would be much more familiar with myself and my hair and how to take care of it. The last thing I wanted to mention before I go is I wanted to thank so many of you for sharing your experiences with me in the comments. I didn't realize there were that many of us that are going through a transition, who big chopped, went natural, and then are relaxed again. Like, I'm loving hearing all of that. And so just because this experience is so diverse, like everyone has a different experience. And so I'm just enjoying it overall. I'm enjoying seeing what it's been like for other people. And I'm also learning that a lot of people are still here after, I'm no longer relaxed, or still subscribed to my channel. And I appreciate that very much. But I don't want anyone to feel like obligated. I know my views are much lower than they were before. And, everything is just kind of lower, and that's okay. But I just wanted to make it clear that I appreciate everyone who's stuck around and who's even still interested in seeing the journey. Like I mentioned in my Vlogmas video, my first Vlogmas video, I am going to show more life content, because I'm in this very much learning stage of my hair. And so there's not really much to share at this moment when it comes to my hair. So if you are interested in continuing to see more of me, more of my family, more of different things that I'm doing, more of any content that I bring to you, whether it be skincare, a little bit of hair stuff still, and then just life stuff, continue to follow along with me and catch up with myself and my family. Like I said, I have been doing Vlogmas. Not very many people are watching it, but those videos are there if you're interested. And thank you all so much for staying with me throughout this new journey and as I learn this new part of myself. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, comments, or tips for me, please leave them below, and I will be very grateful. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.